Well, today is a field day for the National ARRL, the American Radio Relay League, which is the national ham radio organization in America. And this is a simulated emergency communications field test. Hams all around America are operating on solar power or battery power, put up temporary antennas like we have here today. Will run for 24 hours, although typically we go home at night. But we'll resume in the morning from 8 to noon, and then we'll tear down the stations. The idea being to get proficient in case of emergencies, how to put up antennas, how to connect radios, and operate and connect with other hams. We've been making contacts all over the United States and Canada right now. I've helped we have a group from the Zola group, which is some blind amateurs, and I worked with them. They've contacted Louisiana, Colorado, so their signal is getting out all over as well. Basically, the setup, it consists of stringing up antennas. Several of the antennas that we have set up here, we have a total of 5 antennas right now. 4 of them are simple wire antennas. They're typically called dipoles, although we do have one end-fed half-wave. Then we have a vertical antenna, which is multi-band, works on various ham bands. We started around 10 o'clock. It takes us typically about an hour to put up an antenna, and we measure it to make sure that it's working correctly before we go on the air. This is the whole point, to become proficient with the radios that we have, to know how to set them up just in case of emergencies, and be able to communicate. And typically another aspect would be to assist the local authorities either in making phone calls to members of the public that are in need of help. The other thing would be to know how to use the radios effectively in case of emergency. There are points given for such things as the number of stations that you contact. So each exchange of information between our station and other club stations is 1 point, but then there are special multipliers where we have special things either using low power, whether it's using solar energy versus commercial electricity, or battery usage. So there is a set of rules that give special points for when we invite the public in, when we have demonstrations of the new aspects of radio, or when we invite local town officials or members of the radio community hierarchy. Well, personally, I've been a ham since high school, so I'll just leave it as a long time. Most of the club members typically have been hams for high school or college. Although we do have several people that as they get closer to retirement and look for new hobbies, they do get attracted to ham radio. If they've been thinking about radio all their lives, they see other people at events like this and come out and eventually buy some equipment and become hams. As you can see, many of us are 50 plus, but we're always interested in trying to help the younger generations, particularly in STEM. So it is a challenge, and it's part of trying to reach out to the younger members, some of the grandkids, etc. We try to do what we can. We also coordinate with some of the nearby other ham clubs. In particular, there's a New England Science Center in Natick, Mass., which is geared toward after school and elementary and high school kids. So we collaborate with them and help them nurture the next generation. We do have a website The first important one would be the ARRL.org. That's the national chapter. And then our particular organization does have its own website, which is our radio call sign, W1TKZ.org. The last important thing is that in addition to doing the technical work of the radios, antennas, we also are a social club where we try to enjoy each other's company, learn from each other, and as different people learn different aspects, whether it's setting up mobile radios in their car, whether it's setting up solar power to generate electricity for their stations, we try to learn from each other and just have a good time and have some fun.